Motherfuck the po-po. Boom, baby, boom! Rise and shine against these motherfuckers right here, cause fuck them right on time. It's your boy Marky Sate's Addiction. I hate the fucking police. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Fuck you for fucking up somebody's morning. Fuck you for always making trouble. Fuck the police. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the mostest, Marky Saint, and every morning I get up and I am so blessed to be alive. I'm so blessed to have my accountability. It's one of my favorite words on the whole planet. And this morning we're going to talk about radical accountability. See, there's radical self-reliance. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going to go inside. These cicadas are kind of getting in the background. But radical self-reliance. If you know anything about radical self-reliance, it's one of the major tenets in Burning Man culture. And the reason it is because we want you to self-rely upon yourself. We want you to look inside yourself and say, self, I can depend on you. Now, most people, they're just scared. They don't know who they can depend on, and least of all themselves. So they have a fear for themselves. And that's a really scary thing, because to thy own self be true. And when you're being true to yourself, you stop lying to yourself. And when you stop lying to yourself, that's when you gain progress. A lot of people still tell small lies. And in their small lies in their error. And our errors are so easy. You know, our lives are full of errors. You know, we're supposed to learn in the game called life. We're supposed to not only learn ourselves, but learn others and how to react to others. And the best way to react to someone is honestly. And honesty is the policy. But how many times have you been around people that don't practice honesty with themselves? How many times have you been around somebody where even faced with the facts right in front of them, they pretend like they don't see? Now, this isn't just a psychological phenomenon. It's actually got a term, and it's called present bias. Bless up to juices in the morning. It feels so good. In your present bias, you will have a bias in the present moment. Now, normally, when you ask somebody, oh, would you have sex without a condom? No, never. Would you steal from someone? No, never. You know, do you hate all people? No, never. Present bias, when you angry, all of a sudden you hateful. You know what I mean? When you're having sex, all of a sudden the condom can't be found. And when it's time for you to be accountable, all of a sudden your body shakes it. It starts living a lie. It starts telling you a lie. It says to yourself, oh, self, it's okay. It's okay that you're not accountable for the food that you eat. It's okay if you break your diet. Almost literally like your ego and the devil at the same time on your shoulder, whispering lies to you. And I'm not going to lie anymore. Shout out to Billionaire Hemp Wrap. These are the homies. Got a whole box of Millie Mangoes. Shout out to Smoke and Review. When you get a chance, I'll send one to you if you follow at Smoke and Review on Instagram. All right, so our accountability is more than just admitting our downfalls, right? We are all going to have downfalls. Not one of us is perfect, so this is just a matter of learning. And in that process, we have a chance for ourselves to grip our own reality faster. And that's what I wanted people to have, was that radical accountability to say to yourself, man, I don't have to lie to myself anymore. I don't have to make excuses. All I have to do is make moves. So it's okay to be out of position. It's not okay to stay in that position. And that's the whole point of chess moves, right? You want to put your chess pieces on the move or the square that's going to make it the strongest move next possible. And to make your strongest move possible, you got to keep it real with yourself. You know, it's not okay to lie to everyone else. And it's definitely not okay to lie to yourself. But the lies to ourselves has destroyed us. We literally say things over and over to ourselves, and they're so slight. You know what I mean? That's why I said this is a radical self-reliance moment, because these slights, you know, we call it a slight. If you say something to somebody with a smart remark or out the side of your mouth or with a sharp tongue, that's a slight. You like take a self jab at someone, right? That's what we're doing with ourselves. We're jabbing at ourselves, going like, oh, you know, I deserve this cookie at the end of the night, or I deserve this purse, or I deserve this. And it's like, you know, with radical accountability, it's not about always about constant rewards and reinforcements, right? What it's about is the truth to ourselves, right? This is why it's called rich, realizing I create happiness. Now I'm not putting it out on a fucking purse. I'm not putting it out on an individual to make me happy. This is all my own happiness. Like, this is my life, homie. You decide yours, and it's something that can't be shared, and it's not something that's on a shelf that you can buy. You literally will have to go inside yourself and go, hey, self, what's up with me? What's up with my life? What do I really want from it? And why am I not going after it with the full force of the sun? Why am I not making myself accountable? I take my energy and put it towards an Instagram post, or I take my energy and I put it towards another individual or another project. I don't make myself accountable. And what I'm really finding is your strength, your character gets reinforced when you are accountable, when you say you're going to do something and you back it up. This is called being impeccable with your word, right? And that means not only with other people, but with yourself. And that's something that most people don't want to do. They can lie to themselves. They know all the lies that they told. They know when they're manipulating themselves, or maybe not. You know, I mean, sometimes it gets a little more subtle than that. You know, it's very subversive, especially addictions. They're ever so slight, and they almost feel like they're harmless, you know? Like, oh, it's just a little bump of blow. Oh, it's only one beer. No one's going to notice, but you're going to notice. And that's your radical accountability. That's the moment where you said, God damn it, I told myself stop eating cookies at night. God damn it, I told myself to go start my workouts. Or why do I keep repeating the same bad habits over and over? I have no accountability. There's no one here anymore. There's no parents to yell at you. There's nobody who's going to tell you to clean up after yourself in your room. That's for parents. That's some children shit. You're not a child anymore. You shouldn't be watching the show. Probably get blocked anyway. But that's the point. The point is for us to level ourselves up and go, okay, guess what? This is the new level I want to be on. Well, I'm going to have to change something in myself, and I'm going to challenge myself to be on that level. And so many people are like, no, I don't want the challenge, man. I want an easy life. I want to just stay on this couch, comfortable, you know, rubbing on my girlfriend's butt, and that's all that I have in my life. But that's not what all of life is about. It takes more than just rubbing on butts, you know, to rub on souls, and literally your own soul, and rub it till something comes out like a genie, and you go, hey, you know what? I'm going to ignite myself. I'm going to set myself out a task that I want out of my whole life, you know, and put all my energy into it. And I'm not going to stop till it gets done. How many people do that? How many people step up to the accountability plate and say, you know what, I'm going to swing. And I'm going to swing so hard that it's going to be worth my energy. That's going to be worth my time, because now that old me would have let me sandbag my time. The old me would have let me lie to myself. And then there's that moment I stop lying to myself. And it's such a clear moment, because now I'm in the driver's seat. I'm in the middle of this fucking cockpit, and I'm just like steering the wheel, and every turn is my own. People that sit in the back seat and backseat drive, they don't have no accountability. They don't even touch the steering wheel. They don't even know what the key looks like. But those of us that decide to get in this race car called our lives, and we strap in, and we're in every turn, and we feel the G-forces. We don't fall away from it. We don't run to the back seat. We stay in the front. That's leadership. That's accountability. That's the best word you could do, is be true to yourself and go, you know what? I'm not my worst enemy anymore, because I stopped lying to myself. I started telling the truth, and I started telling the truth rapidly. It's one of the how to win friends and influence people. They say to acknowledge your mistakes and acknowledge them rapidly, because nobody wants to hear somebody muttering. Nobody wants to hear somebody fumble their way through their own accountability. They just want to hear it real quick, because we all know the truth. We just want to see if you're going to tell the truth. It's like, are we adults or are we children right now? There's a lot of adults still telling fibs. Believe it or not, there's a lot of adults that still lie to themselves and others. I don't hang out with those people. I only hang out with people that are true to themselves. And you know when somebody's trying to fucking fleece you, and you know when someone's trying to live a lie or pretend that they got more money than they have, or that they cooler than they are. Real recognizes real, and you won't even have to do any of that. You just get to exist in your own world, and that's fine enough, because now it's a real world. It's not some avatar world. It's not through a movie. You're not in the fucking Star Wars trilogy, dude. You're in your own life, and in that, there's no one else to lie. That's your script. That's your lines. You're the director. So no more lying to ourselves, okay? No more lying to others. That's some bitch made shit. Over here at Saints, we real, and on my heart from the start, your boy Marquis Saints Addiction. We keep it real up in here, all right? And keep it real up in the field, all right? Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And if you got anything out of this, hit that share, like, subscribe button. We got to break the algorithm. You're getting this message. You're a part of the resistance, and that's Saints Anarchy. Make sure you go to Instagram and follow that too. Peace and love. I'll see you on the other side. Beijos. Ciao.